Well, Golf Gang. That's a game you don't need a 3090 to play.
What are the gaming specs for this game?
You want me to read them out to you?
No, that's okay.
It says minimum system requirements OS Windows 7. That is the requirements for this game.
Okay.
If you've got
No,
Windows 7, guys, you can play it.
I don't even need a graphics card.
No, graphics card not. I'm going to play this on Steam Deck, guys. There's a
Right.
reference that only makes sense now that we're recording this like a month after we recorded the other ones.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, we're just really good at
Oh no!
predicting these things.
I need to pretend that guys. I'm playing this on Steam Pal. I'm playing on Steam Pal.
Oh, this is another golf game. You own a lot of golf games. I can
I don't
I've
own this
noticed
game.
recently.
I played the demo.
No, I'm just saying in general you own a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
golf
yeah.
games. This is another golf game. Oh, wait, is this the first game? Is the first golf? No, we did another golf game before.
On
Oh, Tangerine.
have we?
Yeah, I think so. It's like a
What was it?
I can't remember. Like it's the one
I
you can play the demo or something.
I completed a golf demo of Tangerine of a golf game.
I think so. It wasn't a golf game, but I swear it was another golf game. I have
It
to go back
wasn't a
and check.
golf game, but you swear it was a golf game.
No,
What?
I don't know if it's a golf game, but I thought it
Oh,
was.
okay. I definitely privately streamed 100-foot robot golf to you, but that wasn't a
Yeah, yeah.
Tangerine.
No, I wasn't thinking of
Okay.
golf.
You might be right. I just don't remember ever doing a
I
golf
vaguely
game.
remember it being like lots of levels and like you have to like get it in like certain holes or something. It's like a
I don't
golf
know.
puzzle game. I don't know. I'd rather talk about this game. This actually looks very interesting. Like I'm not a big fan of a
This
lot of golf games, but this looks really interesting.
So this is Golf Gang. Yes, okay. I have kind of low-key been collecting golf games. I started playing golf with. I've been the longest time I've been playing golf with your friends.
Yeah.
Basically, I just got it with a bunch of friends. I was like, it's kind of a dumb golf game. I'll play with them. I ended up like playing it a lot, and I was like, every time I was like, hey, we should play some more golf with your friends, and I started playing. Every time I would just play this with, I'd play golf with your friends with my friend Matt and wrestling Matt. You may remember him from such episodes.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
every time I play, I was like, man, this is relaxing. I just like playing casual golf games with my friends. Like
Yeah, like
it's
you
just.
like you just it's kind of competitive but not ridiculously and you can
Oh,
like
you're
sort of play it
right. You're right.
yourself.
You're right. You're right. Yes, yes, yes. The other Steam Demo Festival.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it's called because I fucking love that game.
Yeah, like you went back and completed everything, like you got like
Yes,
100% on there.
yes, you're correct. I'll just type
But I don't
Peter
remember the
Molyneux
game.
into Google and that'll bring it up.
Okay. I mean, I can go and search for it if you want while you talk about golf games.
Yeah, yeah. Look at I'm gonna little golf journey. I just came to my head. You're right. You're right. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, I started playing that, and I think it just became like over the pandemic and the quarantine and stuff. I started playing way more PC games with. I made it like a whole new group of friends, because we started. Everyone wanted to play Among Us. Among Us was the big game back then, and we didn't have enough people to play it just by ourselves. So we
Hmm.
made a whole bunch of new friends, and then I was like, well, what if we're all like kind of bored of playing Among Us, or we don't always have the amount of people? Why don't we just like start playing this golf game? Like we all have PCs, we can just play some golf with each other, and it just turned into like every night on Discord we would just talk to each other while we just played just mindless casual golf, and it was really
Yeah.
fun. And then I started because I was looking into Golf It. I didn't. I have footage of Golf It, but I don't think I've ever talked about it on the. I've never talked about it on the Tangerine yet because I'm so behind on like. I play so many games,
Yeah.
and rather than recording games, I would rather be playing another game.
I've
So.
been pretty dead in the week as well. Like the heat has really
Mhm.
like fucked my sleeping schedule
Oh,
as
you want to
well.
tell
Like
people
before
I
we were.
managed to convince you to get an AC?
Yes, yeah. Well, it's not. It wasn't a hard sell. Like, oh, it's fucking hot.
Well, the
Why do you
whole
get
t-
an NPC? Oh, go on then.
every time I was like, Tony, let's record Tangerines. You're like, no, it's too hot. I'm dying. And I'm like,
Yeah.
right, that's it, Tony. Get an AC so we can record
Yeah.
Tangerines.
Cost me 310 Great British pounds.
That's a deal and a half for good
Yeah,
Tangerines.
actually, that's I think considering it's a 9,000 BTU system, I think that's actually a pretty good deal.
But yeah, I was interested in Golf It because the big thing for me actually was it had VR support, which was different. I wanted to. I've played VR golf games in the past as well. I think it was Cloudlands was a game I played back in like fucking 2016, 2017 on the original Vive with my brother. Like golf games
Oh
in
god,
VR are
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, is it? Do you prefer golf or like a more? I guess I'm gonna say slightly more realistic golf games in VR. Like you got the
No,
motion, you got the motion of it. There'd be the motion of your arm though, right?
it's fun to play golf games in VR, but I found like I don't generally like realistic golf games. Like I'm not really wanting to
Yeah,
play like the
that's
Pete.
yeah, yeah. I saw guys. I didn't want to like. Yeah, I guess I didn't want to like imply like realistic,
I'm not really
but
like interested in playing like the Tiger Woods PGA Tour or
no.
whatever.
But I'm just saying. I just like in VR, like for example, like you're actually moving your arm like you're like playing golf in real life.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
trying
It
to
has
imply.
motion controls.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas like in here, it's like it's very arcadey. It's just like I don't know, like
Yeah,
kind of like Wii golf, I guess, but that kind of moves your arm,
like
but in a very
the
arcadey
sort
way.
some people like PGA, tours.
Yeah,
I look at like the newest
golf
one.
sims, I guess.
No, like yeah, yeah. But I would look at like the new Mario Golf. That's the sort of golf game I would play. Like
Yeah.
that's like a good mix of fun golf and then like some sort of
Because I
golf
think
mechanics.
I feel like a lot of like a lot of games we like
This is
have like
golf
real
game,
world
by the way.
counterparts. We both like we leaned more towards the arcadey like opposed to the realistic, right?
Yeah, I've always been more of a fan of like arcade races
Because
rather
like
than sim races,
I remember like
for example.
I think when you first started like playing golf like without everyone, I was like like in real
Do you
life
like
crazy
golf?
golf or golf.
Crazy
Sorry,
golf.
what? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Then you just went like,
No,
oh
but
yeah, crazy
I thought
golf.
you were gonna say like, oh, you're playing all these golf games. Do you like golf? And my answer is no. I don't like golf.
No,
But
yeah. Yeah, I don't like golf.
but
I just
I
want to
feel
play
like
golf
these golf
courses.
games are just almost nothing like golf in a weird way.
Well, I like crazy golf. Like I see it as appeal the same way I like crazy golf, but I hate golf.
Oh, there was another thing that got me into golf games. It was playing mini golf in Tower Unite with friends as
Oh
well.
yes,
That's another one.
yes.
So I've started like a small collection of golf games. Let me I can actually just
It's,
pull up
it's quite a
my
big collection, isn't it?
golf collection, I guess.
I feel like it's quite a big collection, but I only own one
I
game.
turned off Steam to stop notifications popping up. We had, as I was about to hit record, it was like, Dan Braced games are now available. And I was like, ah, okay. My brother's games are now available
That's
for me
why I
to
have
play.
notifications turned
Yeah.
on.
Oh, guys. Battlefield 1 Shortcut Kit Vehicle Bundle, free giveaway. Just to let you guys know. Right, let's get them
Wait,
in
was that
collection.
that's a notification that pops up?
It was like golf news.
Oh, okay, right.
So it started off like I had Golf with Your Friends, Tower Unite, and 100-foot robot
Yeah,
golf. And then I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna start collecting golf games. So I've been playing like Dangerous Golf, Golf
Oh,
Around, Golf It. I found What the Golf is another interesting game I recently got, where I was like, it's kind of like a meme on the golf genre, where instead of like hitting the ball, you kind of throw your body, and it's like that's a meme one.
okay.
Then there was this Gone Golfing game, which is like a survival horror golf mini golf game, and I was like,
I
that
still
sounds
don't
fucking
understand that one,
interesting.
but okay.
But yeah, I'm a bit of a golf. I'm starting to become a golf connoisseur. I'm collecting golf games. I'm gonna be the ultimate golf game guy by the end of this Tangerine
Yeah, I
video.
say like, if I
Yeah.
need a review on a golf game, like I know where to come. Like I feel like you you know everything about every golf game apart from the realistic ones.
You need to go to Sips plays like PGA, and he plays like there's a golf game where you just manage a futuristic golf park that he plays. I think it's called like
Okay.
Golftopia or something.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen the
I
videos of him
don't. I
playing
find
that.
okay. I want to say that I find management games very weird.
What do you mean?
Like I get well, like a sports management game. Like I get every sport is slightly different, but like surely like the lot of mechanics between them are quite similar. Like surely
Yeah,
that
yeah.
motorsports manager is very similar to football manager.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like
I
they
just don't. I
care.
don't
You're
get it.
saying like they're just kind of like skins for whatever you're interested in.
Yeah, I don't get the appeal of it at all.
I feel like a lot of players think they can add their own personal knowledge.
Yeah,
So be
is
like,
there enough in the game for you to be able to do that? Is there, or is it?
maybe
I
in
don't know.
like those FIFA games, you're like, oh, I think this player is really good,
Yeah, in
based on his
FIFA I
stats.
understand, but like Football Manager, though, is what I don't get.
Yeah, I think that's more like just making decisions. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
You would
I
have to
like
ask
management
you
games,
you you
but
would
not
have to ask
sports management
someone who
games.
actually plays those sort of games because
Yeah,
I really don't play any management games. So like of any type really, I'm not really into resource management or um.
but I think I'm the weird one. Like I like management games, but like I have no interest in like sports management whatsoever.
Here's a question that's completely tangering off. Are you interested in Dwarf Fortress? Here's a weird question.
Okay. Yes, I I don't know. I guess I have a funny feeling that it's not for me, but I am interested.
So I'm just Tangerine talking about anything because it's just so. Even just
I'm just
watching Golf
watching golf.
Gang is just it's just so relaxing, isn't it? You just want to check. You
See,
just want to shoot the shit.
the thing is that like I'm normally like I don't play these golf games, but someone in the Discord server normally streams it. I normally just watch in the background, like just talk about shit.
He's in a Spider-Man outfit. He's just enjoying the view. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm Peter Parkering it up.
Tony doesn't like playing multiplayer games, so
No, that's true. I don't like party games, I guess. Right? I don't like. No. I just hate my player.
you generally don't play multiplayer games unless it's like
No,
Stellaris multiplayer.
or like a Minecraft game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it has to be or some certain MMOs obviously like I've had to play multiplayer. I think it's the first multiplayer game I played with you, right? Guild Wars 2.
The first ever.
Yeah.
Did we ever play it together, or did we just talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it?
yeah. It was me, you, Andy, and Michael. We're going like through Queensdale again, and we didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
That
I switched
does
between
sound familiar, yeah.
switched from Thief to Necromancer, and you were Mesmer.
Mm.
And like we were very lost, and Andy was offline dinging with crafting.
I think the last multiplayer game we played together that I really remember was probably where not Dwarf Fortress, Deep Rock Galactic. I
Yes,
love that
yes.
game. I
Yeah, I
fucking
need to play more with that. It
I
sounds like the gripes
got
I had at the time are fixed
yeah.
as well in the recent
And
updates.
with the modding support, I think it's going to be massive. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah,
With the
that
multi
hasn't come through yet, right?
No, but the ability to like choose how you like mods that allow you to still have progression
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah,
That's
that's
going to be
great.
cool. There's a lot of stuff I would like added to the game, and I think mods could do that very easily. So that'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, Golf Gang is a
Golf.
game.
This is a great.
Golf
I'm really liking this game, by the way.
Golf
I
Gang
like
is
the
such
whole
a good game that you will
did
literally
we
talk about anything while
wait?
playing
Did
it.
we even talk about the mechanics of like you have the
Nope.
chart? Like you said this off
Nope.
camera,
Yeah.
not in the
Yeah.
video.
So let me just get my notes. So this is a fun multiplayer golf game. It's got like those. It's got like Wii, Wii golf style, like
Yeah.
ready, set, go. Like even the
Yeah.
music's like Wii
Really
style.
satisfying. Yeah.
You basically the default scoring in this is kind of interesting because normally in golf you play very slowly, and it's basically
To get number of hits.
yeah. So the person with the least amount of hits is the
Yeah.
winner. In this, the way they do it is it's a mixture of a race and number of shots. So the person you get points for where you came compared to your opponents, and also points for the least amount of strokes. Now, what makes it really interesting is normally in golf games you have to wait until your ball stops moving to hit your ball again. In this game, as you can see here, I have an energy bar at the bottom, and based on how hard I hit the ball, that uses up that much energy. So sometimes you want to do like a short shot so you can fire quickly again.
Do you think in this game, like a Rock of Ages mechanics where there's like different balls with different stats would be kind of hilarious as like a separate game mode?
There is lots of mods for this, like not
Okay.
mods as in user created mods, but like modifiers that you put on the balls. There's what I
I was
like to
thinking
call
like you
Big
could like,
Chungus mode, where every time you hit the ball gets bigger. There's
but I
like,
just think maybe it's like you could like have it like in Rock of Ages, where, like anyone can choose whatever ball they wanted, but like
yeah. So
there's then like massive negatives for using certain balls.
yeah, that would be interesting, I
That'd be
think.
hilarious, I
I like
think.
these
But
balloons
yeah,
because every time you hit these balloons, it resets your
yeah,
shot and it comes up for these like. Normally in a golf game, you take the shot and then that's it. But in this game,
that's
you're always playing the game.
yeah. I think
It's
that's
what
why
it
I like
feels
this.
like.
It's like fast paced. It's like more physics involved. It's more it's more funny to watch people go off the side. Like I will say this. My
Hmm.
biggest problem with golf games is like I find it quite boring. Like you hit it and then it's like, oh, I'm going off the side. It's
Hmm.
not very fun. Which is why I liked 100-foot robot golf to begin with. Like it just seemed like really like you fuck up and it's just this hilarious ordeal. And
Yeah.
like this is kind of similar to me. Like there's a lot of like energy to like each shot because
Yeah,
you
I
can
do. I do have.
change it midway
I
through.
do have some footage of 100-foot robot golf multiplayer, so we'll have to talk about that at some point. But Jeffrey
Yeah,
will return. Jeffrey will return.
I
My
fucking
one
love
of one
Jeff.
of my personal favorite episodes of Spotlight ever. Jeffrey will return.
He- don't even have Jeffrey in, did he?
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, we didn't show Jeffrey in the Spotlight. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I think I might show it to you separately. I feel like I
Okay.
might need to go back and like record like the Jeffrey scene because it's so fucking good.
Jeffrey is the skeleton from the FMV Crazy Taxi game of Roundabout.
Well, yeah, and you don't even know if he's real or not because you're fucking high on drugs.
Right, the
So
classic.
yeah, and he, oh my, and if someone gives you the ability to spin on
If
water,
if
it's
if
really
if, if
weird.
you're a long-time fan of the podcast, if I say there's a golf game made by the same people who made Roundabout, you'll know exactly why it's an amazing game.
I'm at this point just gonna buy every game those guys make. So
I think they're called like I want to say like Goblin Club or something like that.
yeah, it's something. It's I think that's not. That might be it, but I feel like it's something different. But yeah, it's got something like that.
Goblin something. No Goblin. There it
That's
is.
it. Yeah,
There it is, dude.
yeah, I love
Because you
those
can buy the
guys.
No Goblin Complete Collection. It's their 2 games that they've made.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing right now, but they need to make more stuff.
Hmm.
They're great guys.
Right. Anyway, Golf Gang. It's finished. I've talked about it for too long. There was there was 2 maps in the demo, and they were both really fun. And the additional
Yeah, they're
modes,
great.
you could add as many modifiers as you want. There was a traditional golf mode. Let's go back to the footage while I talk about this quickly, just so you got something to watch. I did so. Some of my friends that are like me, who like more chaotic games, they really love the race style.
Yeah,
Some of my friends who are like they liked the more slow-paced, relaxed things. They really didn't like the fact that it would. They felt like pressured to keep playing into the race. So there is some people will like this, some people won't, and then again there is a different mode you can turn. There's different modes you can turn on, so you can tweak this for your individual group of friends to be able to enjoy it and play it.
yeah. I think
Um,
that adds a lot. You didn't get any footage of the different modifiers.
I guess not. No,
Okay.
unfortunately.
That's Tangerine 2, I think. Oh
Tangerine
god.
too, yeah. When this game fully comes out, I'm sure I'll play it again.
Yeah,
So
it's not. I have to say, it's not out yet, is it? Because
a lot of the Steam Demo Festival games have not come out, unfortunately.
yeah,
No.
because I feel like you've been playing this a lot more if it was out, right?
Yeah, this is really cool. A lot
Because
of
this
time because
does look
I see
fantastic.
like a golf game and I'm like, why do I need to play this when I already have golf for your friends? But this game
This
has
is
like
different.
this has enough where I'm like,
Yeah,
there's enough different about it that I can justify playing another golf game. But yeah, next up we have a really fucking confusing game called Rocket Rumble. It's like a
Valve.
weird Mario Kart kinda knockoff. We have to hit
Okay.
opponents to score points, and the most points win. It's not about who comes first in the race.
This kind of reminds me of some of the modes in Jack. What's it called? The Jack and Daxter racing game, Jack X.
I think the entire time I'm playing this with Andy and Martin, and I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. I'm so fucking confused the entire
You've all
time
got
playing
crowns
this.
on at the moment.
Yeah. But like it's kind of like a Mario
What the
Kart
fuck?
race because you pick up items and then you fire them against each other.
Yeah.
But winning the race, from what we can tell, gives you 40 points. You don't win the game. So you
Yeah.
get more points by winning the race, but the actual point system is in attacking your opponents.
Can you kill them outright, or do they reset all the
That you
time?
always reset. You're always in the race.
Interesting.
You see
Because
like these
in Jack,
checkpoints here.
yeah, okay, right. In Jack X, for example, like you're in like teams and like, oh, this is a single player game. I think it had
Hmm.
multiplayer, but I played it single player. But like you would kill opponents. Like some modes, like it's not about winning. It's like you just keep going until everyone else is dead.
Right.
And like,
It
oh,
was
you
it
won
was
the
like
race because of that.
survive. It was like a balloon race in Mario. I don't
Okay,
know. Have you
okay.
ever played balloon race?
No, I've not played a lot. I've played Mario, obviously, Mario Kart, but
Yeah.
I've not played the other modes, so I
Right.
don't
Because
know.
I like
I don't really know them.
fucking. One of my favorite Mario Kart games was Mario Kart on the DS, and I like almost 100% of that game. Like I played everything on that. Like I was racing
Yeah,
against Ghost Data and stuff like that. So
right.
basically in Mario Kart, there's a mode called Balloon. There's Balloon Battle and then there's Balloon Race. So I guess in Balloon Race, the way it works is I think it's in Sonic All Star Racing Transform. There's a similar mode as well,
Okay.
um, where you can knock people out of the race.
It's
Uh,
just that in Jack X it's fucking insane because you have guns on your car or your car, so
hmm. But yeah,
um
in Mario Kart, you can use items, but everyone has three balloons on their
yeah.
cart, and then if you destroy all three balloons, then they're out.
I have vague memories of like seeing like the red balloons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have vague memories of seeing them, but I don't ever remember playing it.
Mm.
It's really weird. It's like what the? Why is he huge? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Looking back at the footage, it doesn't look terrible, but like going back and like
Uh,
I just remember playing it, just having no idea what was happening, and even now
I'm not
knowing what's
feeling.
happening, I'm just like I just feel like I can't recommend this, and this
I'm
kind of
not feeling
mistake.
the energy behind this. It looks very dull.
Mm.
Is it? Is it different to play? Because like it just looks really slow.
So here I had the most points, but Martin got 40 points for finishing first, so he came ahead. So I was like, okay,
So there's still a reason to come first, I
yeah,
guess.
I guess, yeah.
And no one does.
You can't die in this.
So it's like deaths -0.
I don't. Basically every time you get knocked out, you respawn at the next checkpoint. There's like no permadeath in the race.
Right. So are there other races that have proper desks, or that just like a bug?
Maybe that's a different mode. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've played this like twice with my friends, and they're like, "I'm uninstalling this shit." That was like their reaction to Rocket Rumble, and I'm like, I can't blame you for that. So it's not terrible. It's just confusing.
I I'm not feeling this. Like it looks fine, but
Should we move on to a good game?
yeah. Let's
So
do
this is
it.
the section of these games didn't fit into any category, because we did the big like FPS category, the big roguelike category, the big
Yeah.
like platformer category. But these are kind of like
Boomer shooter. Yeah.
I couldn't fit them into their own category. So let's go to a good game. Let's go to Toem. This is a game I don't think I would normally play, but because it was in the demo festival, and I looked at it and I was like, I'm going to give this a chance. I
Yeah.
found I really enjoyed this. So, Toem is a great relaxing photo game where it mixes this 2D and 3D art style, which reminds me of like the Super Paper Mario one, where
Yes.
you're sort of in 2D, but then you kind of need to look around in 3D to solve like puzzles and photos and stuff like that.
So, yeah. So everyone is 2D, but like yeah, you're in isometric in an isometric world. Yeah. Okay.
It's sort of 3D, it's like 2.5D sort of thing.
Yeah.
Normally, I wouldn't play like a sort of puzzle adventure point and click sort of game because it's not really my style. But I found
Right.
this one like quite fun and relaxing.
This looks very well polished from the animations alone.
Yeah, like I think I recommended this to Scum Retorts from. You remember Scum Retorts, Michael's mystery game? This is the sort of mystery game he would play.
I kind of want to do that. So I want. Okay, I probably need to change the format. Just he shows us shit games, but yeah. I mean, sorry. I mean, good games.
Well, that was always the format. Was Michael just showed us a game?
No, he no. One of the formats was like he would send us footage and then we'd look to the footage. I'd like to do it like more like a spotlight style.
What do you mean?
Like we actually watch him play like in real time and we
Oh,
record
okay.
it.
And we still have to guess the title of the game. That
Oh,
is.
you still want to do that, do you?
Yeah, yeah,
As
yeah.
long as he doesn't accidentally like tip us off like last time.
Right.
I think that's gonna happen all the time though. Like he's gonna go back to the main menu that just has the title because those are the types of games he plays.
Yeah. I don't know. I
The
think it's.
menu is like on the main screen. This looks like a Michael game though, as we've come to call them.
Yeah. The main point is it's not a Joe game. Or at least I didn't think it was until I was like, this is pretty fun.
So what? Okay, so what's the idea? Is you're just gonna take pictures of everyone or like of certain things?
You have like a bus ride,
Yeah.
like a bus ticket, and you get like this thing called a community card, and you get stamps, and once you've collected enough stamps, you go to the next area.
Oh, that's okay. That's yeah, right. No, that would make that far more rewarding. Okay, yeah.
So you can get to like a certain amount of stamps and move on, but you can also like if you want to
Yeah.
explore the area more and get more stamps.
Yeah. Oh, look at that cute. I like that square tree.
That looks pretty cool. I did get
Right,
stuck at
Gemma?
one point where I had to look up what I was supposed to be taking a photo of, because it was like, take a photo of this, and I was like going insane, like trying to figure out what the hell it wanted me to take a photo of, but then I think I looked up someone else's playthrough to figure it out. I do love like this faux depth of field and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Kind of funny.
Let's take a nice
Like,
photo of Grandma.
I didn't expect like you got like a bokeh effect sort of thing, or like yeah, like yeah. I didn't expect that to actually work in this sort of art style.
So I took a photo of
That
my
actually
grandma,
works.
and that gives me a stamp. And then once I collect 3, then I can move on to the next area.
Experience Toem. What does that mean?
The game's called Toem, so
Yeah, but how why is that an objective? How do you complete that objective?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. Let's go and walk around, look for some more quests to do. I know it's like a point and click thing, but I would have liked to just be able to physically walk around rather than having to tap to move. I'm not a big fan of tap to move.
You feel disjointed, right? Like you feel like you're not the one moving.
And like it felt like kind of slow. I get
Can't
that
change
I'm not. I don't
quickly.
want to like move super quickly in a game like this, but like when there was an area I was stuck on for a long time and I couldn't figure out where to go, slowly moving through an area I've already been through did feel a little bit monotonous.
Because that's the thing, like with point to like click and move, like you can't like instantly change direction like you would with the WASD.
Yeah, you get like stuck in an animation.
Yeah. Or you have to wait till you move, and then and you can't explore like little sections as easily. Yeah, I feel the same. Like I don't like clicking to move.
This game is really fun though. Like it's a nice, relaxing game. Like it's not
super. They've chosen font that's really easy to read. I don't know, just very easy to read. Like it's got like big like rounded words, big spacing. I don't know. Maybe that's just all you need. Good contrast.
Or sometimes it's hard to tell when you're supposed to take a photo of something. Like it's hard to tell whether you need to do another quest to unlock another area, or you're supposed to be able to find a way through some other way.
Right. Yeah.
That was something I found annoying. I was like, the thing with like puzzles in Portal, right? Is the puzzles in Portal, you always have the tools you need to complete the puzzle.
Yeah,
and every single
what's
puzzle.
you can see like a button, for example, like has a line showing what is.
Sometimes,
like,
and something that annoys me in puzzle games is I don't always know if there's something that I need to get later and then come back in order to solve the puzzle. That sort of stuff annoys me in puzzle games.
I would say puzzle games really need like a quest tracking system for that. Otherwise, you have no idea if you need it or not.
I like the ones that I think like in in Superland, literally, if you go into an area, because that's a game that has the element of sometimes you need a specific item to solve a puzzle. If you go
Yeah.
into an area and you don't have what you need to solve the puzzle, it will literally say to you, you don't have
You
the
need this
required
thing.
item to solve
Yeah.
this puzzle, come back
Yeah.
later. Like, that sort of
But
stuff.
I would want to go one step further and like when you pick up the item, go like you can solve these sorts of puzzles, like just so you like really know like what this new item can do. Or like, well, I guess to be fair, like if you get a new item, like you could have like you could show the example puzzle,
Hmm.
then you then know what sort of puzzles you can solve. That'd be useful as well.
That's not a photo. That's not
But
a monster.
I like that. Nice try. So you're looking for a monster? You're going ghost hunting?
Got any picture of Oscar?
Well,
Yeah,
how many
there's.
food? What?
You
Oh, yeah,
basically go around small towns doing quests for people. I'll just show you some of the other environments. Like, there's not much more to say about it, I don't think. Like, it's a nice little relaxing game. That is it.
Yeah.
I'd highly recommend Toem to anyone, really. If this looks like something that would interest you, then yeah.
I have this weird thing where like these sorts of games I like being in other games. I don't generally play these sorts of games as their own games, but maybe this is one I'd actually check out.
I like it to be more obvious when you've taken a. That's one thing. I like it to be more obvious that to know that you've taken a photo of a specific objective. That was one thing.
Oh
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
liked.
like saying you just completed an objective. Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so I need the foam finger
what?
on.
Is there any... There's something about a foam finger that there's something about it. I have nostalgia for something about it, but I don't know. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, I like foam fingers. They're hilarious.
I already found your socks, mate. So I got the soaked socks. He didn't need both of them.
Oh, okay.
Put my stamp in my checklist. But yeah, that's time. Let's move on to the last game before we end the Steam Demo Festival, which is Glitched. Oh boy, Glitched. Let's talk about Glitched.
Okay.
I saw this game getting a lot of positive reviews from journalists, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll check it out. Glitch feels like it wants to be like Undertale Doki Doki Literature Club really bad.
Right.
There's lots of dialogue, which and at one point it kicks you out of the game to your desktop to make you think the game is glitched, and then it asks you not to continue your game saved file. That's very Super Hot-esque, where it's like, please quit the game and don't launch it, sort of thing. Is very Super Hot-esque. I thought the start of the game was really tedious. I wanted to quit this so many times, but I think just out of pure spite, I finished the demo.
I have a question. Why couldn't you use your keyboard to type? Why did you have to go through a weird, awkward
I don't know.
on-screen keyboard?
But yeah,
we don't call it fall in this country. We call it autumn, but sure.
Basically, the twist that there's a small twist at the very beginning of the game, so I'm just going to tell you it because I mean, if you're already at this point, you're like, I'm going to play this. Just turn off the review, I guess.
Yeah.
But Glitched, it asks you a bunch of questions. You start playing as this NPC, and then the NPC you start playing as becomes glitched, and then you start playing as a different NPC.
Right.
So the kicker is you were going to play as the protagonist, and then you start playing as the protagonist's friend. It literally says in the description, and the NPC's friend becomes aware of you, the player, and then he doesn't realize he's the only one who can see you and talk to you, and basically you play you kind of control Gus's actions, and Gus is doesn't understand why he does some actions sometimes. He doesn't realize that you're controlling him, you're an entity that is controlling a video game, and he's not really real. I think I think at one point I told him he wasn't real and he was inside a video game, and that ended the game, and I had to reload a save point.
Right.
Um,
Don't break the illusion.
but it's basically one of those like Undertale, Doki Doki, like I'm breaking the
Yeah.
fourth wall kind of games, and it's like okay.
I mean, what you explained sounds interesting to me, but at the moment I'm seeing a lot of just text and nothing to do.
It's a lot of fucking If you like reading the visual novel shit and Doki Doki, you'll probably love
Well,
this game.
I feel like if we look at Undertale, like I feel like it does it right. Like it has lots of text, but you're doing stuff while you're getting like you do something in between getting the text, right? Like it's not just
Mm,
a sit and read thing. It's like, oh, go and do this. Oh, here's some more text, and like you're kind of like trying to find the text because it's interesting to you.
mm.
I think a lot of games don't realize how good Undertale is, or why it's good, maybe.
Yeah. In terms of like gameplay and stuff, it's very close to like the Undertale sort of style where it's like
Well,
turn-based combat.
oh, when it actually gets going, okay.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, there's still more text. Oh my god. Yeah, because I can't quite remember the start of Undertale anymore, but like I swear, like at this point, like you'd be fucking about and like talking to a rock by now already.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll say again. The 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 start of the game is way too long and tedious. And I was talking
Yeah.
about this before in another Steam Dev Festival. Give me more of a vertical slice of the demo. I don't need to see the entire intro. And
Well,
if the
even if
intro
this
is
is
this fucking long, I don't want to play it.
yeah, I say like, if this is even like say like you just bought this game and like I feel like this intro is like is not. I don't like offloading like just everything at once. Like I feel like Pokemon doesn't do this. Like there's a little bit of like lots of words, but not like too much in my opinion.
The
Like I
this
think Pokemon has a good
the
balance.
really sad thing is, I wanted to quit this playing this game like at least like 4 or 5 times just because I was so bored of the intro, and
Right.
towards the end I was genuinely started having a little bit of fun. But if
It
if
takes
I
ages to get
wanted to
there.
quit 5 times to play this, and I'm someone who's quite motivated to finish games, most people are just going to play the beginning and just go, "Ah, fuck this," and they're just going to close it.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you how many like different games that
Well,
I
that's
have just closed at the beginning and
yeah.
just gone. Well, even if
But
there is something, it's not worth it.
like films and TV series, right? Like the opening is important. Like knowing, even like beyond like just like a demo, like the actual game itself, I think should be not annoying or not boring. Like you should be doing stuff like from the start because like
But
you're
I
still not
right,
really
yeah.
doing anything right now, right? Like you just walk into a cutscene.
I was controlling it there, but yeah. But as we saw
But
in the
yeah, but you
intro,
weren't
there was a
doing anything
tree,
interesting.
and
Yeah.
then it disappeared. There was like a glitch. I feel like someone's watching me. Someone's listening to me talk. Are you okay? There's something messed up. It's like that fourth wall thing. And there
Yeah.
was he saw the frog typing, asking me questions about like what's going on. Gus, wait up.
So only Gus can see that glitch.
No, both of you can see the. Well, Conrad can see
Oh.
it right now, but
Oh, okay.
you're supposed to play as Conrad, but then Conrad gets like hit by the glitch.
I can't. I other than like the long text, like, I can't. The premise I find interesting.
Save. I chose to save Gus, but I genuinely don't know what happens if you just don't save him. I guess it's an ending and you have to reload a save. It seems like you can make choices, but you can't. It will just like take you back.
Yeah, some choices are just not choices.
This
Yeah.
part was kind of creepy, and I was like, okay, maybe there's some, but it doesn't seem like there's any horror elements to it. It just seems to be like a full break thing, just to like
Yeah.
freak you out.
Yeah.
The screen goes black here, and that's not because the game goes black. The game literally closes itself as like a fourth wall breaking thing, which is why my recording ends, because the game just closes
Right.
itself. But then I relaunched it, and you get to like load the save file again from the glitch, and then you go into like this strange world, and then basically like the gameplay here is you talk to Gus, and then you have to like talk to all of Gus's personalities in order to gain that personality, and then this goes into the battle mechanics. The battle mechanics are fun. I mean, they're just basic turn-based sort of combat, which teaches you different how to use different moves in combat.
Yeah.
It's that sort of like party-based JRPG combat sort of thing. But of course, it being like an Undertale style game, you can resolve all conflicts by like talking to. I tried to not kill anyone. I was always just like, I tried to avoid conflict at all points. I found I do that a lot in games these days. I'm like a lot in like Dishonored. I'm like trying not to kill anyone. I'm playing Prey recently, and I was trying not to kill anyone. I was like, I don't know. I feel like if I'd given the choice not to kill someone, I find it more interesting to see what happens there a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, I think that if you have the choice, like, I think they kind of want you to like try and figure stuff out, like explore, I guess, like explore options.
But yeah, it has like drift. Then there's your, I can't remember what the other ones are called, like Bastion. So what was that one called? I can't remember because
It's like healing or something, didn't it say?
basically based on your actions, it gives you one of these different personalities. It's like your dominant personality, and I don't know how much that changes the game. That's your insight.
Oh, insight. Okay.
So if you're someone who like tries to help people, you will get like a different trait. If you're someone who like just goes with the flow, I think you get like drift. If you're like someone who's aggressive, you'll get like there's like a fire one. But I honestly, it feels like stuff that you could just look at and go, ah, yes, this is leading on to a bigger thing, and this will all come together in the end.
Yeah,
But it could
well,
be like,
if they're inspired by Undertale, like, I assume then like there's like multiple endings you can try and push towards.
but it also could be like vapor, where like sort of
Yeah,
talk,
yeah,
where it's
absolutely.
like it could just lead to nothing, sort of thing.
But I will say it's easier to do in these types of games where it's all text based than it is if you've got voice actors. Like it's not lines of dialogue you need to record.
I feel like genuinely the game doesn't actually start until like an hour and a half into the demo. And then
So you don't consider this the start? Like I would have
No.
had this as the actual start of the game, by the way. Like with a little
an
bit
hour and a
of
half
intro.
is you're just thrown story and tutorial, basically.
Yeah.
I'll skip ahead.
It's just what's it called? This I can't.
So I got the drift ego. You can try and interact with the glitch again. It wouldn't let me like force him to keep facing the glitch. I guess you have to come back to it later. You eventually go to another town to get their help to fight the glitch. I was trying not to fight this guy, but it wouldn't let me. And I think I died. You go to this town, and then there's like another twist. They're like, we didn't find any papers for you. We're going to put you in prison. And then the frog comes to you again, and he's like, ah, shit. The character you're playing as got destroyed. The game's glitching out. We'll give you another character to play as. And then the other character you play at helps you free the original character. Like, it keeps, like...
Right.
The game just keeps changing and changing and changing, and there's lots of, like, twists and stuff. But eventually...
Yeah, it takes long to get to, like, interesting parts. I can kind of... I kind of understand the problem.
But you do eventually get to a point where the actual game starts, where the actual game is where... The actual game of glitch is where you have to get XP and then use XP to patch glitches in the world. And that's the game.
That's interesting.
And it's pretty interesting, but that happens fucking 2 hours into the fucking demo, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, dude, like... This is a really hard game to recommend to most people. Like, it feels like it could potentially be good, And I think this is one of those games that's been going for like a really long time on like Kickstarter, I believe,
Yeah,
where it's like they keep releasing like small snippets of it, so people are like, this it's like a potential game. Like it
yeah.
could be good, but I just wait on this one. Like, yeah, just wait for the full game to come out and wait for someone to fully play it through and then see what they have to say about it. Because this one could either be like really good or a whole lot of like grindy nothingness sort of thing.
Yeah,
We're glitched. It's
like
interesting,
like
but
Undertale, for example, like people played through and then recommended it, right? Like it wasn't
mm,
like, oh, play it. I met a lot of people like played it, like just see what it was, but
but yeah, that's
yeah, I mean, just the long intro, like I feel like they need to restructure to actually then do more interesting stuff at the start. Like a lot of
um
just a lot of just text isn't. It's a way of getting information to the player, I guess, but I feel like a more interactive way would be
mm,
better.
but that
Or maybe
is
like do other stuff in between getting the text.
But that is the Steam Demo Festival for
That's all of them.
multiplayer and miscellaneous. I'll just go through my favorites list. So
Okay.
if you could put a timestamp here, Tony, and if people want to skip here and just see what my favorite games from the Demo Festival were, my short list is I Expect You to Die 2, Against, Golf Gang, Toem, Severed Steel, Dread Templar, Grime, and A Tale of Two Shadows. Those are games definitely
Okay.
worth checking out. There is some good in between, there's some interesting in between, there's some bad in there in the, all of our videos combined, but that is the list where I'd say definitely I think these games are going to be good. Check these out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the end, and we'll see you in October because Steam has already announced the next demo festival for October. October 1st to the 7th, 2021, there will be the autumn edition of the Steam Next Fest. So we'll see you next time where I go insane playing 30 demos in 1 week. Goodbye.
Yeah. Good luck and goodbye.